Okay, shall we take a little second to close the eyes and just come back to body and movement? And maybe we can use touch to relax ourselves and to trace our shape and just bringing the senses in a little bit, feeling what's moving inside of us, feeling also the contact with the ground, whether you are standing, sitting, lying down, allowing the weight to drop. And breathing in, breathing out, feeling how the air is filling up, going through the nose and the neck and filling up the lungs. And also how the diaphragm is moving when we breathe. The thoracic diaphragm. And also the pelvic diaphragm as well. The bottom of the pelvis. So yeah, taking a second to tune in and move freely. In a safe environment. And opening the awareness of the pelvic floor and the whole pelvic bowl. Just feeling the pelvic muscles of the pelvic floor. And the organs of the pelvis. The sex organs and the bladder and the bottom of the digestive tract. And uterus, the female body. Just feeling all these structures in the bowl. Trying to open the awareness of the lower part of our body. And you can do this with eyes closed or with eyes open. And just notice what is your perception when you when you are aware of this pelvic ground and its connection to the earth. And allowing all the other organs, brain, eyes, mouth, thoracic cavity, to sink into this base of the pelvis. and relaxing the brain and opening the backside of the brain and allowing the sensations to enter into us, into the backside of the brain. As we feel this anchor. And maybe we want to enliven a little bit this area of the pelvis with movement, with touch, but also remembering that it's the base of our glandular system, of our endocrine glands. And just invoking the center of the pelvic floor, where the first gland is, in the very center, called the perineal body. And gently breathing into that space or sounding, inviting the resonance of the perineal body to inform the whole pelvis and the whole body. So feeling the resonance of the gland spreading through the tissues. And also feeling the bone, the pubic bone. And building a safe base in the pelvis so that we can move up in levels but never lose this base. And then maybe we can put our fingers on the pubic bone in the front. And gently with our fingers trace upwards, going upwards with our hands, with our touch, from the pubic bone to the heart area. Like we are drawing a stalk that is growing from the pelvis to the diaphragm and eventually coming to the heart area. Breathing into the heart space and awakening the connection of the center of the pelvis and the heart, and relaxing the heart and feeling how it's resting on the diaphragm and on the whole lower body. And maybe moving and sounding from the heart as a gland as well. And maybe exploring and feeling the difference. What is the difference when we descend with our consciousness down into the pelvis and when we slowly rise it into the heart space and just become aware of the whole horizontal plane? And can we travel up and down, descending into the pelvis and rising and coming to the surface of the heart and opening into our arms to kind of face what's in front of us? And then having the ability to take from the outside again into our heart and draw it back to the pelvis. And then again, rising up, entering the heart space, feeling the shift of the perception, opening towards the world and facing it. And the next time you're rising up towards the heart, just keep rising in your consciousness, and also you can touch with your fingers, drawing the line upwards towards your neck and towards your brain and the glands of the head. And noticing maybe something changes in your perspective again, from the heart, from the horizontal plane, upwards, opening the vista, opening the upper regions towards the sky, towards the heavens. And how is your brain connected to the heart, and how are they both connected to the pelvis? And also remembering the brain is continuing into the spinal cord, which again roots us into the back of the coccyx. Gently trying to travel upwards and descending down again into the heart, into the pelvis, and going up, trying to find a rhythm that is soothing for you. And the spinal cord is like a literal cord that is holding our brain not to fly off into the universe, but it is again grounded in the anchored into the pelvis. And maybe giving a little touch behind, in between your eyebrows, and feeling the pituitary gland as the final gland in the glandular chain. And gently awakening it with touch, with consciousness, with breath, maybe even a voice. Feeling the lightness of the upper regions, the upper glands, the space between our head and the heavens, and gradual condensation as we're traveling down to the heart, and even more condensation as we go down, 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 down to the pelvis, to the lower glands. Going upwards is like opening, like a flower upwards. And then going downwards is like opening like a flower, but upside down flower. And as we are moving up and down, can we feel that we are present in the moment? That we are just receiving stimuli and impulses and present in the moment without projecting the thoughts into the past or the future. And seeing the colors around us and smelling the smells around us and hearing the sounds of life around us, different textures, different vibrations all around us, different manifestations of life. Inside us and outside of us. as if the stream of life is pouring into us constantly, and also we are pouring out, and trying to find a sweet spot, a spot of balance for us at this moment, this unique moment. Yes, and gently making the transition, ending the exploration, and coming back for a little sharing.